And Jesuit head coach Dan Sanko here with Haywood Highsmith, Jaron Helson, and Preston Boswell. Coach, congratulations on to the next round. A very impressive victory today. Come back in the second half. Your thoughts on today's game?
Just hard-fought game. A lot of respect for Shippensburg. Was up late into the night watching them, and they're a really good basketball team. Really hard to guard, as you could see for the first, 29 minutes, 30 minutes of the game. We didn't have an answer to stop them. They were very efficient. They execute well. They screen well. They shoot well. They pass well. And it was a little bit of a struggle for us. I think we were down 14 or 15, and we had a timeout, and our guys just rallied. We made them miss some shots. We got lucky. I think they missed some open looks, but we did a great job limiting them to one shot. We did a really good job in the second half on the glass, and then offensively, we were able to get it going, and we were very efficient down the stretch and made the plays that we needed to when we needed to make them. So I just say it was a total team effort from our guys, and it was a gritty win for us.
Question?
Danny, what's your mindset when you're down 15? Down 15 against a team like this maybe feels like a bigger hill to climb because they don't take bad shots.
Yeah, it was. We called a timeout. I thought the main thing for us to get back in the game was we were going to have to try to get some stops, and we weren't able to do that up to that point. And our energy just seemed to pick up. We got some deflections. Haywood did a really good job on 12 down the stretch. We got a couple offensive fouls on him, and then obviously him fouling out with 4:36 or whatever it was when he fouled out. They're a little bit different without him. He's a really good player that does that, but it was just our energy. Not that we didn't have good energy for the first 30 minutes. We were ready to play at the start of the game, but they were making some tough shots. I don't care if you're and we play good defense in the half court, but they were very, very efficient, and they're a very good team. That's why they have 27, 28 wins, whatever it was.
A lot of times in games like this, one play will flip that switch to turn that energy back on. Is there one play in particular that you think turned it for you?
Man, you're asking me that. It was more than one. A team like that, they're very good. It was just, I'm proud of our guys. I talk to our guys all the time about fighting and battling, and X's and O's are so important. Don't get me wrong, and we work hard at it. But within yourself, to be able to get a loose ball, Preston on one of the loose balls just dives and tips it to Pat, and we're able to get a transition basket on a 50-50 ball, and that was a big play for us. And then Haywood was big. I mean, he's a really, really talented player who really showed his skill set today. Stepped out, made baskets. He rebounds the basketball, shot the three today. And then here to my right, Jaron Helson, who really bounced back big for us today, especially in the first half when things weren't going very well for us, making shots for us, and did a really good job. So these three guys, along with the guys in the locker room, did a hell of a job today to get us the W.
Coach, speaking of Preston, second day in a row, huge minutes off the bench, really seemed to spark you guys. 7 9 from the floor, he's shooting a great clip. He's just a freshman. Talk about him.
Yeah, he's done it all year. I would imagine he wasn't the freshman of the year in the league, but he had to be right up there. He was really good for us this year, and our guys just have confidence in him, and he needs to do what he does, and it's making plays. He's a ball of energy out there, and he gives us everything he has, and we just kind of wind him up and let him go and let him do his thing. So he was big for us yesterday, he was big for us today, and he's been big for us the entire year.
Guys, this is a great basketball game. 18 lead changes in the first half. They huge run to start the second half. You guys come back with a big run. Then it's nip and tuck, and you guys win going away. You outscore them like 41-20 in the last 12 minutes. I thought you guys were at your best when you were running, getting out and doing some things, kind of like which is true to basketball form in our league, and I thought that's when you gave them trouble. Talk about doing it. Not that you didn't run good stuff in the half court, because you ran some great sets there too, but talk about getting the up tempo, forcing them into some up tempo, limiting them one shot, and just getting this win and having a chance to play in Wheeling's first ever NCAA regional final.
I'm going to let our guys talk a little bit about that.
I think it starts with the press 10. Coach called 10, and, we wanted to pressure them, see if they can handle the ball and stuff. And Coach always talks about defense turning into offense. So we got some deflections, and I feel like we got the layups and the transition off the defense. I felt like when we got the layups, it, built our confidence up for in the half court when we got, tougher shots. So I feel like the layups and stuff got us going. and the defense, the pressure.
Just gave you that energy right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it was definitely the energy that we got from defense that transitioned to offense. I mean, basically in the first half, we just came out and like Coach said, we just wanted it. We really wanted it, and when we want it on defense, offense is easy. So I mean, we were forcing them to take tough shots, and they were still hitting, but we could still get out and transition, and it just helped us gain our confidence. So when we did have to slow it down, we were more patient. We were sharing the ball, and I just thought we played well as a team.
Get a chance to play Tuesday night for Burke in the Elite Eight.
That's what we came down here to do.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Energy seems to be the kind of key word here. I thought it was more important too. I mean, you look, they didn't get anything from their bench. They barely played anybody off the bench. I thought when your energy picked up, you could kind of sense that they were getting a little winded.
Yeah, that's them. They've done it all year. They play 5 guys, a lot of minutes, over 30 minutes, all 5 of them. And they have 3 guys that they bring off the bench. And we thought, I said in a couple timeouts, we just got to keep wearing them down. And, it's a contrast of style. They're very, very good in the half court. But you can see when we were able to make them miss and get out in transition, we're really good there. And our guys did an unbelievable job of spacing in transition today and an unbelievable job of getting in the lane. And if they didn't have the opportunity to score, finding teammates. And against a team like this, they're unbelievably really good defensively in the half court. And they close out. Our guys were so shot ready today, and our guys were so crisp with the passes on the perimeter. We were able to get some really good looks against a team that doesn't allow a lot of good looks.
Preston, you're not shying away from anything. When you're a shooter, that's what you do. You come in, you're instant offense. Is it safe to say that this is probably the most confident you've been all year? How comfortable do you feel out there right now?
I mean, I do feel comfortable, but it's pretty easy playing with like these two and Pat. They draw a lot of attention, so they're drawing help, and I'm just spotting up, and they're great passers. So I mean, it's not too challenging to shoot open shots.
Still 7 of 9 from the floor, 6 of 6 from the free throw line for you. How much of that confidence was gained after your eventual game winner from yesterday?
Oh yeah, I mean I banked it, so it's not like I shot it too well. But early in the second half, I made a couple pull-ups, so that helps with the free throws. But yeah, just seeing the ball go through the net helps a lot.
Hey, Wood, how difficult is it to stay in front of Slevo? I mean, that guy's got the whole package.
I mean, I wasn't going in the first half, and I was just seeing the shots he was making in the first half. I'm like, wow. From hook, right hand. So, I mean, I told Coach, I was like, I want to guard him. So, I mean, I felt like I used my quickness against him when he was fronting the post because he was trying to front me. I was using my quickness against him in front of him. Got a few steals, got on transition. So, it's really tough to guard him. He's All-American. He's a great player. I mean, he just makes some tough shots. So, I mean, it's a tough guy to guard.
He's very skilled. I say this, I have to take my hat off. I've been doing this for a long time. His size and the way he moves, and I think people that don't do what I do, his passing is unbelievable. And we didn't double him, and they still got open threes because he would turn and fire that basketball. And he's a really hard matchup. And I thought the last 10 minutes of the game when Haywood got on, he was able to use some quickness to get around. And I think we wore them down a little bit. So our guys just kept battling and figured a way to try to stop him.
First regional final win in Jesuit history. And Jaron, does it maybe even mean a little bit more to you with it being here at home?
Yeah, I feel like it was a blessing in disguise. I lost my father back in December, and he raised me in Fairmont. So I honestly feel like God just blessed me with this opportunity to be here and be able to play in Fairmont. And we won a tough game yesterday, and I didn't get to play very much. And my coaches and my teammates just kept me alive. And I was just so thankful to be able to bounce back and help my team out today because, like I said, it's just a blessing to be able to play and wake up to me.
And it's hard. Jaron is he's a competitor. And, I know that yesterday he wasn't happy with me, and I didn't say a lot to him, and I was hoping mentally, he was ready to go today, which, his play, spoke for that. So it was the first thing that I said in the locker room about his mental toughness to stay ready and bounce back, which he got us off to such a good start. And I don't think I took him out in the first half. And my assistant coaches said to me, get him out. He's been out there the whole time. And I'm like, well, he didn't play a lot yesterday, so we're gonna ride him today. So we were able to do that.
Coach, along the same lines, 25-0 bench points was your advantage today. When you got a quick turnaround like this, talk about the importance of having guys that you can go to.
Yeah, very, very important. We play a different style. I mean, Pat Mose, I believe, was our leading scorer this year. I think Haywood was our second leading scorer. I think if those guys maybe played in a different system, you'd see them guys scoring 23, 24 points a game. But we really do, with our 5-out, depend on playing together as one. And I think that's why when you look at statistics, our guys, a lot of assists as well. So, it's important. We're deep. We can play 10 guys. And I think this time of year, you feel good about that because when you're playing great teams, foul trouble can come in. Nicks and bruises of, we started practice August 29th this year. I think 4 days after school started, whatever that is, we're right into it. And now we're here, into the middle of March. So, having the depth is very, very important. And not just having bodies, having guys that can produce. Matt Stewart is another guy, senior on the team, that gave us great minutes yesterday against West Liberty, who gave us great minutes in the first half today. And that's important. We had a couple guys in foul trouble. So we feel very, very comfortable with that. And it helps our team, and it's going to give us a chance on Tuesday.
Do we have last one?
Danny, you talked about Jaren's resiliency from yesterday. How about Pat's today in game? He had a really tough start to the second half, and you didn't waste any time in pulling the hook. And he came back and was huge down the stretch for you.
Well, I think that was the second person that I said something to. I slapped his hand, I think, a little too hard. He wasn't happy with me after the game, but it was. I told him a couple times, just like slow down a little bit. And Pat wants it. Pat really works hard and wants to be the best player that he can be. And when things aren't going well for him, I think probably he's trying too hard. And I'm just like, sit over the bench, take a deep breath, man, and get back out there and do what you do. And down the stretch, he's very big for us. He's a matchup. He's a tough matchup. Put somebody bigger, he's quick. You put somebody that's smaller, he can post up. And, we rode him down the stretch when they had a little bit of foul trouble and they didn't want to guard him tight, and he made some tough buckets. So his mental toughness, now he's a junior now, and it's been neat because he's grown a lot in that aspect as a player, and I hope he continues to do that. He has a bright future ahead of him.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.